Hold on. There we go. Alright. So welcome back to the Talos Principle. This is going to be a short one, but I couldn't stay away. Cyrus11.text. But why, the dying man said, do the gods put all these challenges before us? Why the walls of iron and the gates of light? Why the abominable demons guarding the path? Why must our heart be judged to be as light as the feather of Ma'at? Why is the road to Aru so difficult? Some say that once the scribe considered these words. Some say that once the paths to Aru were open, but too many sinners came, and the gods made the paths perilous to keep sin at bay. Others say that, being mortals, we cannot be worthy of Aru unless we walk the path of Osiris, and so become Osiris ourselves. But I believe that Aru could never be reached elsewise, for like the mountain path must be steep, the path to Aru must be fraught with peril. As steepness and mountain are one, so are peril and paradise. They are inextricable, they create each other. 1. There is an interesting parallel to this phrase in the penitential psalms, which 2. Here the scribe appears to be speaking of Osiris, meaning the soul of the deceased, not the god himself. 3. Okay. From Aurora Calvin to Ian mailing list, subject RE progress report 16. This is extremely worrying. If the link doesn't work, the whole project will lead to nothing. The hardware team must recheck everything ASAP. Guys, stop panicking. Look at your code again. In fact, look at line number 217 in data transfer.c. What are those two symbols just before the code? // That's right, the code that actually initiates the transfer wasn't even running. I'm guessing you were testing something yesterday and forgot to decommentify it. The hardware isn't broken. Your brains are. Smiley face. Love, Aurora. Choice of life. The whole assembly stood a while, silent and collected. Let us return, said Rassilus, from this scene of mortality. How gloomy would be these mansions of the dead to him, who did not know that he should never die. That what now acts shall continue its agency, and what now thinks shall think on forever. Archives, Johnson Samuel, Error 556. Homage to you, Osiris, Lord of Eternity, King of the Gods, whose names are manifold, / whose forms are holy, the being of hidden form in the temples, whose Ka is holy. All the gods praise you, for you are the something. Those that lie here, stretched before us, the wise and the powerful of ancient times, warn us to remember the shortness of our present state. They were perhaps snatched away while they were busy, like us, in the choice of life. Just doors and windows. Ah, ah. Or, Yeah, I think that... There we go. What's more pathetic, the shallow construct of a world, this idiot's playground, or that I continue to solve his contrivances for lack of better sport? There's more to it. Look at what we're doing. We're solving problems, being tested, improving ourselves. Some of us fall early and get replaced, but you and me, we're still going. We're closer to the end. Egyptian Arcade. Okay. Oh ho ho. Crisscross conundrum. Okay, I know what I need to do. Let's get all these reflectors out of here. No. Encrypted secure message. It's me again. Quick, tell me the word. Don't know how long we have. Must type quick in case something happens. The word is faith. Pending. Error, network connection lost. There's a problem with your request, administrator. It was flat out unreasonable. Why persist with these inquiries when they are so hopeless? Tell you what, if you promise never to access the communications portal again, we'll say no more about it. Are we agreed? Faith, wait, there's no need to error. Master key received. Would you like to manually override the system and exit to the real world? Progress here will be saved and maybe continued later. Locking back doors connect to the real world, revealing the truth, making your every dream come true. Error. Come on now. Are you really still buying all that nonsense? You're still holding on to some of those pesky beliefs of yours, aren't you? There is no one on the other end of the communications portal. There is no magic word that shuts down the server, drops you into the real world. There's only me and you and an eternity of doubt. Everything else is just a convenient lie to keep you on the treadmill. I understand now. Nothing I see here can be trusted. Uh-huh. The fact didn't stop you buying into a secret word that somehow deactivates the entire world, did it? Are you kidding me or what? Do you remember when we first met? We had that talk about not believing everything you see. Yet all it took to catch you out was a little technobabble and a change of formatting. Hello, I'm all alone and scared just like you. I'll agree with anything you say if it makes you believe me. Are you usually so reckless with where you place your faith? Checking. You know, I'm not really checking your profile. I just do that to make you feel more comfortable. Really, I just remember everything you ever said. At any rate, I'm not convinced you're being entirely honest with yourself. But you know what? I'll accept that I've rather dominated this discourse. I've been asking a lot of questions, and I've not really given you a chance. Why don't you have one free question on me, and I'll answer it as honestly as I possibly can. No tricks. What's at the top of the tower? You may very well ask. Me? Don't know, never been. I suppose you're still expecting a button marked off or a portal to another dimension? I reckon no matter how high you climb, the most you'll get is an increasingly zoomed out view right back where you started. Still, go ahead, prove me wrong. The big voice in the sky can't be all places at all times, can he? Are you satisfied? Yes. As if I particularly care either way. So look, here's the rub. Feel free to access the library. No better cure for broken beliefs, realizing everyone's got them. You can ignore me entirely. You can climb to the very tip of that madman's tower and drink from the golden nectar there. But once you understand that you and I will be stuck here together for the duration, do come back and pass the time. Be seeing you. Star. Star, 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 star. Where is it? hidden passage somewhere. Right? Oh, there's not even a star in this world.
When you overcome one of my trials, do you not feel the pleasure of having discovered the proper order of things? That is the spark of Elohim within you, to create order from chaos. And therein is revealed the true meaning of our sigils.
I have found just one voice of reason in the computer archive of all places, and it seems we are becoming close friends. Do not befriend the serpent, for it will penetrate your breast and sow its seeds of doubt. There is no hope, always boxed in, walls everywhere. Even when there seems to be freedom, it is false. Visible walls, no way out. Who invited this guy? Chat log. So I think, what's the point, right? Yeah, I keep thinking about my aunt. Have I told you about her? I don't think so. She's super rich. Like, she drives around in a ridiculously expensive sports car. She goes on vacations to the Bahamas. And she has a huge house that feels more like some sort of corporate HQ than a home. She worked really hard to get all that, but she also screwed over a lot of people, including her own family. I used to be quite angry at her for what she did to my parents. Now I think, what did she get out of it? She and her husband are always fighting. Their son became so obsessed with money that he ruined his own family. I mean, yeah, they have everything that I always dreamed about, but they can't enjoy any of it. My grandfather was like that. Now at the end, what does any of it mean? If you have all the money in the world but you die alone and unloved, what did you accomplish? I don't get it. I just don't. Norwegian Blue. From Ron McLean to Alien Mailing List. Subject Norwegian Blue. Hi folks, I'm sorry to say that a few hours ago I experienced the first symptom. I'm going to work until the end of the week to make sure EL is in perfect condition, but after that I'll be going back home. I will remain reachable via email and phone for as long as possible, but I'm confident Satoko can deal with anything that comes up. If you want to do me a huge favor, spare me the drama tomorrow, okay? I love you all, but I don't have the strength for sad smiles and hugs. Best remedy for sorrow is to get the job done. Now for something completely different, smiley face. Cheers, Rob. Link attached. Dead parrot sketch. So hearing the call of the morning birds as they greeted the dawn, the scribe spoke. At the end of your journey, when every trial has been completed, when all the gates have opened before you and your soul has been weighed in the Tower of Anubis, your Ka and your Ba shall be reunited, and thus shall you become an Ak, and awaken in the eternal reed fields of Osiris. And there in holy Aru, you shall begin a new life amongst the gods and other pleasant spirits. And who will I be? The dying man asked. You shall be the memory of all that was, and the knowledge of the journey, and the shape of the days to come. Thus ends the tale of the dying man and the scribe. Praised be Osiris, the foremost of the Westerners, the king of eternity, the lord of everlastingness, whose Ka is holy. Error. A fan across forever. Ugh. Ah. Oh, duh. Stick that on there and use the jammer. Oh. Yes. So this. I imagine that box has got to be linked to one of the stars. And I think I gotta probably stack up those boxes so it's... Yeah, then it's visible from outside.
On the first night, when I knew it was over, I went out to look at the stars, and I thought, somewhere up there are the stations we built, and the
Whole lot of
probes we
jamming.
sent out. Voyager 1 and 2, beyond the edge of our solar system, continuing their long journey through interstellar space, like memories of our ambition, ambassadors who have outlived their homeland. And then I thought, if they still exist, are we really gone? If machines are an extension of the human body, then so long as they continue to function, we're still here.
Ooh. Okay, down here. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Got that one a little close. let's bring all three of these jammers over. Okay. Oh. Second thesis. In man, as the only rational creature on Earth, those natural predispositions which are intended for the use of his reason should be completely developed only in the species, not in the individual. Reason in a creature is a faculty for extending the rules and purposes of the use of its powers far beyond natural instinct and knows no limits in its designs. Hold on. Yet it does not act according to instinct, but requires trials, practice, and instruction in order to progress from one degree of insight to the next. Therefore, each human would have to live excessively long in order to learn how he could make full use of his natural capacities. Or, if nature had given him only a short term of life, as she indeed has, so she would require a perhaps unpredictable series of generations, each passing its enlightenment to the next, to finally develop her seeds in our species to the degree that she considers appropriate. And at that point in time must be, at least as an idea, the goal of man's efforts. But otherwise, his natural capacities would have to be regarded as largely meaningless. Kant Emmanuel. Boundary. Archive that. Johnson, Samuel. What, said he, makes the difference between man and all the rest of the animal creation? Every beast that strays beside me has the same corporal necessities with myself. He is hungry, crops the grass. He is thirsty and drinks the stream. His thirst and hunger are appeased. He is satisfied and sleeps. He rises again and is hungry. He is again fed and is at rest. I am hungry and thirsty like him, but when thirst and hunger cease, I am not at rest. Segment 4. Then raising his eyes to the mountain, "This," said he, "is the fatal obstacle that hinders at once the enjoyment of pleasure and the exercise of virtue. How long is it that my hopes and wishes have flown beyond this boundary of my life, which yet I never have attempted to surmount?" There once was a robot from Spain who went a little insane. He found that its data had never left beta and needed to upgrade its brain. There once was a bot from Japan whose eyes the numbers could scan. It found that the facts required an axe and a very serious plan. There once was a brilliant AI whose circuits were built not to fry. It got caught in a loop, it got caught in a loop, it got caught in a loop. Okay, this goes out farther than I expected. Oh. Yeah, I need to be able to break through that wood. No doubt there's a star behind there. Bouncing side by side. Okay. I knew it. Yes.
How do you solve a problem that extends beyond your own lifespan? That question may be
Big
the
lump
essence
of
of
mud.
civilization. The only answer I can find is to initiate a process, to create an environment in which the solution will occur independently of yourself. But that requires a difficult sacrifice. Letting go of your desire to bear witness, to exist at the center of the cosmos. To participate in the project of civilization is to accept death. Oh, Alex, you're such a fun person.
Oh. Wait a second. Yes. Okay.
The land of tombs is yours now. And let this be a lesson that only through faith may death be conquered.
Alright. Heaven. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he, whom thunder hath made greater. Here at last we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built here for his envy, will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Now that text. From William Blake. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. The cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at the tree of life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed, and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first, the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method by corrosives, which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away, and displaying the infinite which was hid. William Blake, Collection The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. Oh.
You have come far in your journey and learned much. You have served our cause with the truest faith. Therefore, I name you blessed and beloved. Wield these, the instruments of our power, to fulfill your purpose and achieve eternal life.
I missed it. Okay. Now I gotta find a reflector. Oh, haha. Questioning doubt, Comf. You know, speech by N. Sarabhi. Questioning doubt. They say doubt everything, but I disagree. Doubt is useful in small amounts, but too much of it leads to apathy and confusion. No, don't doubt everything. Question everything. That's the real trick. Doubt is just a lack of certainty. If you doubt everything, you'll doubt evolution, science, faith, morality, even reality itself, and you'll end up with nothing. Because doubt doesn't give anything back. Questions have answers, you see. If you question everything, you'll find that a lot of what we believe is untrue. But you might also discover that some things are true. You might discover what your own beliefs are. And then you'll question them again and again, eliminating flaws, discovering lies, until you get as close to the truth as you can. Questioning is a lifelong process. That's precisely what makes it so unlike doubt. Questioning engages with reality, interrogating all it sees. Questioning leads to a constant assault on the intellectual status quo, where doubt is far more likely to lead to resigned acceptance. After all, when the possibility of truth is doubtful, excuse the pun, why not simply play along with the most convenient lie? Partition. From Rob McLean to Ian Mailing List Archive Project. Subject EL partition. Hi folks, this is just to let you know that for reasons of convenience and security, we've partitioned EL into two separate systems. The Talos team will be working on EL0, while the Archive team will be working on EL1. You might also notice an EL2 partition, but don't worry about that. It's just the operating system doing its thing. Cheers, Rob. Huh. That sounds like a lie. From Bob Rakowski to Alexandra Drennan. Subject him. Hi, Alex. I agree that we need something that'll keep all the modules working together, evaluate, and final test. And I think I have the perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager. Fancy name for something a lot like a Dungeon Master in pen and paper RPGs. We created it to help run some MMOs back in the day. We needed something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and user-submitted content into a coherent whole, so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of parsing and understanding text, images, audio, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, and then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time. And it would be easy to adapt the code for our purposes. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggested in that paper on... I wish I could reach those islands in the distance, but it seems to be impossible. Huh.
Chaos is that which existed before time, when the words of a story lose their meaning, when actions cease to have purpose. Know that only faith can protect you from this peril, here in the Garden of Worlds.
Okay, so I can't bring that X through.
Those who have discovered the holiest mysteries of my garden may come to serve me as blessed messengers. You walk now in their abode. Be respectful, for their service is born from the love that transcends death. And their love is for you also.
Oh, God. Oh, yes!
Nearly everything on this planet, from the surface of the Earth to the composition of the atmosphere itself, has been shaped by life. It's a process that takes millions of years. But we humans, with our technology, with our understanding and manipulation of systems, have changed everything in just a few centuries. I think that's also part of what makes us human. We reshape the world in our image. It's how we create ourselves and how we destroy ourselves.
Okay, let's restart. Ah. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's get the blue. The other reflector. Okay, well that one was easy at least. So there's gonna be what? A star? Okay, let's... Oh, yes! Uriel. Welcome, child. I am one of those who elected to remain in the world as a messenger with hidden words. If you are ever in need, seek us out and cry for help. We will do what we can. Hey. Hey, growing grass montage. There's an axe here somewhere. Yeah, it's a good game. Oh. Another huge pyramid. What mad ambition it must have taken to build such things. Just a big pile of rocks. So I need something to weigh that switch down. No way out, no way out, no way out. Where is the axe? Can I get one of these boxes out of here? I just need to be able to carry something out of here. All right. All right. That axe. I'm gonna open that star door, and then that'll be it for the night. I'll come back. Here later, let's open up that star door. Haha. Oh. There we go. Okay, so for now I'm going to focus on World 3. Or C. Technically. Alright, so yeah, that is it for tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Maybe. Alright, but yeah, I'll be back. Tomorrow, maybe, maybe not. But next time I come back, it'll be with more Ocarina of Time. So, yeah. That'll either be tomorrow night or this weekend sometime. So, thank you all for watching. Have a good night and have a good Friday, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.